Celtic fan as well. Hi, Steve.
Hi, how you doing?
Yeah, good, thank you. What are your thoughts after today's game?
Well, the most important thing was we were going there to party, and we partied because, yeah, we are going to win the league, my friend, and the league is in the bag. But if you look at modern-day football, most referees try to keep the game to an even keel. But you saw a referee there. Can I ask you a question before I keep going on?
Sure.
Do you think that was a penalty, that first one?
I thought it was dubious. Borderline, I think I'd say.
He kind of touched him on the shoulder, and then if you watch this next second, the Rangers player put his foot on the ground and then fell over himself. I was in the ground, standing right behind it, and I couldn't believe it. When I saw him running over, I thought, he's got to be giving him a booking because that's clearly a dive. And then as he ran to the Celtic player, I thought, oh, well, it's a yellow card. When he pulled the red, this is just symptomatic of what's happening in Scottish football.
It's interesting, Steve, because I was listening to our commentary on the radio driving to the Hawthorns today, and Ronnie Forsyth's initial reaction when the challenge was made that ultimately saw Chardoury sent off was that Lee Wallace was going to be booked for diving. That was the initial thought that Roddy had.
Yeah,
he didn't see that as a red card straight away. Then they saw the replay, and Pat Nevin said, and this is a fair point as well, if you're going to referee to the letter of the law, at that point the red card's got to be shown. But of course on Old Firm Day, the letter of the law isn't necessarily the right way to officiate.
But what we suggest to you, my friend, is that we've got a Channel 4 journalist up here who's actually been threatened by another journalist because he's threatened to expose the total corruption that is Scottish football. Scottish journalism has sat back while David Murray has allowed voodoo economics to sink Scottish football in a sea of debt. And this media has sat back and allowed it to happen. And what happened today from the Scottish Football Association, that the continual referees, we called it the honest mistakes a few years ago. We had the Reverend Michael Curry giving blatant penalties, denying blatant penalties to Dundee United against Rangers. He never officiated a major league game after that. We had Doogie affair with the linesman, right? And the referee colluded with the head of the referee to lie to the Celtic manager, and that was only a year ago. So we're living in a country where it's been found out that the corruption is endemic. The Rangers have had a fiscal policy. They would emulate a banana republic. They've been using voodoo economics and they've not been paying their bills properly, so they've had a financial doping a benefit that other teams in Scottish football, and still the Scottish media sits in their hands in silence and allows it. So the complicity from all sides, the Scottish football is corrupt. You hear me, my friend? Send in someone to sort this out because it is corrupt and it will always be corrupt. And hey, we're there to party, we're jelly and ice cream, and we'll party to the end of the season.
Steve, thanks for your call. Good to speak to you. A lot of passion from Steve on 606. It's too near Sunday tea time for me to work out banana republics and voodoo economics, but I think I got exactly what Steve was talking about. 0500 909 693. I will ask a question to Celtic fans as